And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. I'm Derek Ray, ready to bring you match commentary, and alongside me is Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It's Chelsea versus Barcelona.
When looking forward to this game, you can't help but notice there are some great matchups all over the pitch, particularly in those central areas. Whichever team wins more of those battles will win the game.
Dembele. It might be. There it is, and just the ideal start.
Well, you have to ask, where's the defending? The keeper is completely exposed, but he still had to finish it, and he did it really well. It's a good goal.
And Barca get the ball moving once more. How will they react? Paul Scholes. Antoine Semenyo. An encouraging move from Barca. Oh, from miles out, he's done it! How about that for a pure strike? Terrific technique. Wondrous.
Well, let's take another look, because this is a special goal. He's so far out when he strikes it. He couldn't have hit that any better.
So back underway. They've levelled it at 1-1 here. Sound piece of defending. Messi. At times they make passing look easy. Can they forge ahead? There it is! A fantastic goal, and no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, as you can see, this is absolutely brilliant. He's such a good runner with the ball, and it's a great individual goal. Brilliant from him.
So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the scoreline. Kaut. Dembele on the ball. And perfectly positioned. And it's Messi going forward. What's he going to do next? And it's in! A goal for Barcelona. They are the team in charge.
Well, here's the replay, and as you can see, this is almost perfect. Lots of curl and enough pace on it. The keeper had no chance.
Underway again with the score at 3-1. Jude Bellingham. Scholes. Ricardo Quaresma. Interception to snuff out the danger. Kaut. And Bellingham. Dembele. Attacking possibilities for Chelsea. What a strike from so far out. Absolutely sensational. Unstoppable.
Well, let's look at this again. He judges the flight of the ball, he sets himself ready to strike it, and then he just hits it so sweetly. That's the perfect volley.
Well, back underway, and a glut of goals here. 3-2. That is that for the first half here. Well, back underway, the ball moving again. Barcelona in front here, but there might still be a few twists and turns before the game is finished. Oliver Baumann. Kaut. Pirlo. And danger dealt with for now. Kylian Mbappe. Now with Semenyo. Not a poor touch and unable to keep it in play. Throw in to come. Gabriel. Cleared away comprehensively. Good work from Chelsea to win back possession. Pirlo. Dirk Kuyt. Well, nothing comes of it. Mbappe. Can they convert? Oh, he's put it just a fraction wide of the post.
Well, these Chelsea fans are doing everything they can to get their team back into this. But can they find that moment of inspiration to get an equaliser? They'll probably get one more big chance before the end.
Well, a top-notch piece of defensive judgment. Well, I'm not sure the keeper particularly wanted that, but danger averted for now. Quaresma. Kylian Mbappe. And the pass keeps them going. And that's expert defending. So the final whistle, and that's not how Chelsea fans were scripting it in their minds. A defeat. I wonder what you thought about their overall performance.
Well, Derek, it was a hard-fought contest, which neither side completely dominated, but the result will certainly hurt them. They need to bounce back next time out.
Hello and welcome, and I can tell you it was a dry walk to the gantry today. No rain in sight. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary partner, as always, is Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. It is Chelsea taking on Real Madrid.
Thanks, Derek. Well, often we talk about the tactics, the individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality of the players that is key to winning any football game. Which of these teams has the right attitude today is the big question.
Henrik Larsson. Ndidi. Federico Di Marco. Pirlo. And on to Kuyt. Decent progress with the ball at his feet. And a goal to open the scoring. A very bright start to this one.
Well, this is a very tidy finish, as you can see. He's under so much pressure, but his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal.
So the action continues. Will there be a quick response from Real? Kaká. Now Ndidi. Larsson. High quality defending. Really showing off his wide range of passing skills. Oh, big moment! Oh, wonderful save!
Well, he reacts so quickly there. That's a great save.
And a corner to Chelsea. What can they do with this one? Sound piece of defending. Goodness gracious me! How about that for technique? You can't strike them much better than that!
Well, let's take another look, because this is a special goal. He's so far out when he strikes it. He couldn't have hit that any better.
And the ball is moving again. 2-0 is how it stands. Gabriel. Kuyt. Raul Albiol. Mbumo. Kaká. Inching towards the interval, and it's going with home advantage. Stuart, as always, very keen to get your take.
Well, they're dominating this first half. Their approach play, their cleverness around the box and the finishing have been excellent. They just need to continue this going into the second period.
Count! Oh, that is a superb save. And in at the second time of asking, just what was required.
Well, here we can see it again. Normally I'm the first to point the finger at a goalkeeper, but I think it's a good initial save. I'm not sure he could have done much more. Just a bit unfortunate, really, that it dropped to an opponent.
So underway again here, and it's going to take a colossal effort if they have designs on bouncing back. Well, the managers will now deliver their half. So the ball rolling again, and Real left with a real mountain to climb in the second half. Ljungberg. Mbumo. And teammates around him. And the danger's still on. Well, it did look threatening, but the keeper is happy to claim it. Well, we have 30 minutes to go. Really good interception. Vinicius Junior. And now Larsson. Ndidi. And on to Ljungberg. Henrik Larsson. Nicely cut out. Count. And taking it away. Well, as the second half draws to a close, we can reflect on a very fine Chelsea performance.
Well, what an excellent performance this has been. They've had complete control for most of the game. Their movement, clever passing and energy have been a joy to watch. It's been a really good win for them.
So the final whistle now, it goes down as a victory for Chelsea to the delight of their fans around the world.
What a good performance that was. They did most things right and their attacking play was inventive and had a real cutting edge. That was a really dominant display from them today.
And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. I'm Derek Ray, and I'm joined here on the gantry for commentary by Stuart Robson. And with the atmosphere really building up nicely, we should be in for a terrific contest. It's Chelsea facing Real Madrid.
Well, it doesn't matter how good your players are or what formation they're playing in, you have to earn the right to play. And I'm sure that would have been reiterated by both managers in the dressing room. It promises to be a really good game here.
Well, he was a long way from goal, but that didn't seem to bother him.
Well, he won't strike a football much better than that. That certainly had the keeper worried.
Just wanted to get it out of there. Raul. Well, he could really get at the opposition. Might lead to a chance. Well, that is a moment he would love to have back because it really was there for him. Attacking possibilities for Real. Must take the lead here. Offside, a tight one. Olise, Johan Cruyff. Zamorano! And a goal to open the scoring. No wonder they're celebrating.
Well, as you can see, this is absolutely brilliant. He's such a good runner with the ball, and it's a great individual goal. Brilliant from him.
1-0 then. Dembele. Luis Diaz. Raul. Lamine Yamal. Yamal. Still possibilities. Well, wide by a hair's breadth. Almost had it where he wanted it. Ivan Zamorano. And favouring power over placement, you've got to say.
And optimistic. That's how I would describe that.
And Dembele couldn't keep the ball, so he's in behind. And it's in! Real Madrid firmly in charge here.
Well, here's another look, and you can see what a good finish this is. He holds off the defender brilliantly and keeps his composure. That's a great goal.
So 2-0 now. That is that for the first half here. Well, the ball moving again, and Real very much in charge of this one. Emmanuel Petit. Can he find the right pass? And he's through here. And a goal to increase their advantage to 3. Can they be stopped?
Well, as you can see, he gave the keeper no chance there. He looked so confident, didn't he? That's a cool finish.
Three goals without reply. Well, a long-distance effort and a highly respectable one, Stuart.
Well, he surprised everybody, including me. It's a decent effort, you have to say.
Michael Olise. Now with Yamal. Ivan Zamorano. Well, I'm not sure everyone expected that sort of approach from there.
That was a really clean strike. Certainly a good effort.
And Koeman with the clearance. Chances on. A goal! And I'll tell you what, on this sort of form, very few would lay a glove on them.
Well, he wasn't going to waste this chance. 1v1 against the keeper, and he slots it away with great confidence. That's a good finish.
A lopsided contest, 4-0. 20 minutes to go. Well, the flag has gone up. It was really close. Johan Cruyff. Can he do it? Oh, burying them beneath an avalanche of goals.
Well, just watch this again. A change of pace, a change of direction, and a decent finish. That's a very good goal.
So the match has restarted, but you do feel that is that. Out of play for what will be a Chelsea throw. Gervinho. Well, it comes down to the final 5 minutes. Olise. And Diaz has it. And nothing comes of that attack. And the referee says that will do it. It's the end of the game, and it's a victory for Real Madrid. Their fans are going to be happy with this.
You're absolutely right. Their attacking play was excellent, full of energy and pace, and the midfield completely dominated the game. It was a great all-round performance.
And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. I'm Derek Ray, perched here on the commentary gantry, and sitting alongside me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It is Chelsea, and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, the atmosphere is building nicely here, and we've got two teams who like to play good football. Let's hope we get a good game here. It should be.
And he might be through here. Oh, how on earth has he missed that? What a glorious opportunity.
Well, the flag's gone up and he was offside, but he didn't know that when he took his shot.
Danger averted for now. Now, who can he play it to? Must take the lead here. Dembele. Now with Bellingham. Still pushing for that goal that would see them forge ahead. Easing the pressure there. Dembele. Pedri. Demirovic. Gervinho. Gervinho has it. Now opening things up. Just wanted to get it out of there. Might be onto something with that ball. Can they nudge in front? Well, what a stop that was. Still pressure. Well, there is the opening goal. The pressure finally telling, and they get their due reward.
Yeah, not the clearance he was looking for. Just had to clear his lines there, and look at the result.
So the match is restarted, 1-0 here. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. Into the second half then, and Real doing the chasing. And Real's creative tendencies coming to the fore. Patient build-up at the moment. Oh, good idea. Dembele. Oh, what a hit! From long range and showing how to strike the ball with absolute perfection. Wonderful technique.
Well, we won't get tired of seeing this, will we? Because that struck so sweetly. He really does surprise everybody here, not least the keeper. What a good finish that is.
Two 0 now, and back underway. And into the last 30 minutes now. And a solid clearance. Dembele. Andrea Pirlo. Good use of the ball, but can they trouble the defence? Well, nothing comes of it. Chance for Dembele. And a goal to increase their advantage to 3. Can they be stopped?
Well, here it is again, and when you clear the ball, you have to get height and distance on it to give your defence time to readjust. They don't do that, it's a poor clearance, and suddenly the ball's in the back of the net.
So the action underway again, and it's turning into a trouncing with Chelsea holding all the aces. Can he find the right pass? Oh, could be! And Dembele's given it away. It's there for him. A goal! An exceptional performance this. 4 to the good now.
Well, first of all, where's the defending? They're all over the place. But give him some credit. That's a good finish. Great composure.
Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change now. So they restart the game, but that goal truly feels like the final nail. And there goes the final whistle. It ends in defeat for Real Madrid, much to the disappointment of their supporters.
Oh dear, Derek, that was a worrying display. They were completely outplayed in almost every department. The coach has got a lot of work to do before the next game.
Hello and welcome, and I can tell you it was a dry walk to the gantry today, no rain in sight. I'm Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the technical and tactical analysis, is Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It is Chelsea, and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, often we talk about the tactics, the individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality of the players that is key to winning any football game. Which of these teams has the right attitude today is the big question.
Real chance. And got rid of it. And flag raised, offside.
Well, that was always going to be offside. He just needed to hold on to the ball that little bit longer.
Andrea Pirlo. Jude Bellingham. Just knocked it out of there. Chance here. And a goal! They start as they mean to continue. They make the opening statement.
Well, look at this again, because this is a really well-worked goal. The passing is incisive, the movement off the ball is bright, and it leads to a fairly simple finish in the end. It's a great goal.
Well, the action underway. Can Real find a response now? Adam Wharton. What can he do with it now? Well, it came to nothing in the end. Gervinho. Dembele on the ball. And not quite putting it where he wanted to.
Yeah, decent effort, but still plenty to play for here.
Lukaku. Grimaldo. Dirk Kuyt. Dembele. Played over the top towards Ousmane Dembele. And clears the danger. So nearing the break, Chelsea hold the edge. Stuart, how about your assessment of what you've seen from them in the first 45?
Well, they've worked hard and played well to be in front here, but they now need to keep their focus as we approach half-time.
Well, he's certainly not alone. So the whistle then. We're at the halfway stage in this match. Into the second half then, and Real doing the chasing. Angelo Stiller keeping the ball moving. Just the challenge that was required. Dembele. Grimaldo. And Keane. Cleared away. It's got to be. And it's in. Beyond the goalkeeper. Real Madrid are level.
Well, that was a fairly easy finish in the end, but he still had to take it. He won't mind how they come, though.
So underway again, following the goal that made things level. Grimaldo. Angelo Stiller. And roaming free here. Real find themselves in a position of menace. Angelo Stiller. Grimaldo with it. Can he put it away? And there is the goal! He's found the net. Joy unconfined.
Well, this is a very tidy finish, as you can see. He's under so much pressure, but his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal.
Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. 10 minutes to go. Safely away. Adam Wharton. And the referee signals that this game is officially over. And disappointment for Chelsea, you've got to say. Nothing for them from this game.
Today just wasn't good enough. They lacked a cutting edge, they played too slowly, and they made many mistakes at the back. It was really disappointing.
Hello, it's great to be with you. And no problems at all on the weather front as we get ready for this match. I'm Derek Ray, perched here on the commentary gantry, and sitting alongside me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson. And without doubt, a match with the potential to bring genuine excitement. It's Chelsea, and they take on Real Madrid.
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, pinning the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully, we get a really good game here.
Corner it is for Chelsea. Really inventive stuff from Real here. Di Marco. They've regained possession. Pele. Plenty of support here. Perhaps an opportunity here for Real Madrid to take the lead. Corner. And he did what he had to do defensively. He's going forward well here. And a Chelsea throw-in coming up here. Dirk Kuyt. Kuyt. Dembele. Just looking for the right moment for that final pass. Sound piece of goalkeeping. Effective looking pass. And the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. So into the second half with these two sides locked together. Abedi Pele. Good use of the ball, but can they trouble the defence? But then the one that fails to hit its target. Kuyt. Dembele on the ball. Still not clear. Gianluca Zambrotta. Now with Zambrotta. Now opening things up. And no-nonsense defensive clearance. Gervinho. Dembele. Jude Bellingham. Gervinho has it. He has teammates around him. Oh, and it goes at long last. Deadlock broken. Will that be the one that gives them the win?
Well, as you can see, this is a wonderful strike. He makes the perfect connection, and he has so much pace on it. It's a great goal.
One 0 then. Frank Lampard. And it will be a free kick to Real Madrid. Lampard. Real Madrid attacking, and they have to give it a go with time not on their side. Well, pushed onto the post. Time really is of the essence. What can they do from this situation? Well, not away properly. The final whistle, and not to be for Real Madrid. They have to accept defeat. What did you think of their performance as a whole?
Well, Derek, not quite good enough today. Yes, they only lost by 1 goal, but I never felt they were in control of the game. A frustrating day all round for the...
Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. I'm Derek Ray, and keeping me company here on the commentary gantry is Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It is Chelsea facing Manchester City.
Well, as is always the case, both teams will look to control the centre of the pitch. Whichever can do that will dominate possession and probably the game. This is going to be key, I think, today.
Jude Bellingham. Wijnaldum. Jorginho Wijnaldum. Chelsea have it back now. The referee has decided to give the free kick decision the way of City. And danger dealt with for now. Bellingham. Pirlo. Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez. Claudio Marchisio. How can he take them on and beat them? Jorginho Wijnaldum. Gervinho. And he saw the situation developing. Mahrez. Wijnaldum now. Plenty of support here. Wilting under the pressure, and now they try to go forward. Dembele. Gervinho has it. Can he? In it goes! The goal for 1-0, and that changes the dynamic.
Well, just look at the defending here. They just don't read the danger. It's a poor goal to concede.
So back in action. Will there be a quick response from City? There needs to be. Marchisio. So inching towards half-time, it's Chelsea with the advantage. What strikes you about their performance to this point?
Yes, they're defended really well all over the pitch. Their work rate and discipline has been excellent.
And Sonia on the volley.
Well, he'll be frustrated with that finish. That was a big opportunity there.
And the whistle is sounded. So the second half underway, and no doubt about it, City with work ahead of them. Well, very effective play in possession. This could be the equaliser. And it's gone in, just what was needed for Manchester City, who now have squared it.
Well, here's another look, and you can see what a good finish this is. He holds off the defender brilliantly and keeps his composure. That's a great goal.
So back underway following the equaliser. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. And into the last 30 minutes now. Jude Bellingham. It has to be! And a goal! In the lead again! Fully deserved!
Well, just look how he holds off the defender. He keeps his balance and he still hits the target. What a good goal that is.
Well, underway again. It's a narrow 2-1 lead as things stand. Claudio Marchisio. Now with Palmer. Wijnaldum now. Wijnaldum. Still doable. And diving to thwart him. Count. And relying on Count. A quarter of an hour remaining here. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. This could level it. Pirlo getting it out of there. Koulibaly. Jorginho Wijnaldum. And with that, the attack fizzles out.
Well, these fans have been brilliant. Just listen to them. Surely this will inspire the players to hang on here. What a noise we've got.
Well, it could be on for him here. Can he find the net? In it goes to increase their advantage. And will that be the goal that ends up securing it for them?
Well, look at the finish here. He's just eased that beyond the keeper. That's a good goal, you have to say.
A change in the offing for City. And so the referee blows for full time, and it's disappointment for Manchester City, a defeat for them. Your assessment of the performance?
You're absolutely right. They really struggle to get to grips with the game. They always seem second to the ball, and then just a few mistakes at the back, and it's cost them.
Hello and welcome, and I can tell you it was a dry walk to the gantry today. No rain in sight. I'm Derek Ray, and keeping me company in the commentary box today is, of course, Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It is Chelsea against Paris Saint-Germain.
When looking forward to this game, you can't help but notice there are some great matchups all over the pitch, particularly in those central areas. Whichever team wins more of those battles will win the game.
Played over the top towards Ousmane Dembele. Bellingham. Just knocked it out of there. Oyarzabal. And Count doing the ball winning. Can he put them in front? Nicely saved. Nervy clearance. Managed to get it out of there. Gervinho. Dembele. And it's in! 1-0. They've breached the defence. Well, PSG get the ball moving again. How will they respond? Trincao. On to Palmer. De Paul. He continues his run. Nicely timed tackle. It will be a goal kick here. Virgil van Dijk. Rodrigo De Paul. On to Palmer. Well, almost at half-time here, and it's Chelsea on top. Stuart, interested to get your thoughts as regards what they've put into the game.
Yes, they're defended really well all over the pitch. Their work rate and discipline has been excellent, but any drop in tempo and this lead could easily slip away.
And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. Well, the ball is moving again, and work to do for Paris Saint-Germain in the second half. Now, what can Paris Saint-Germain do from this position? And still danger here. Well, there's a keeper on song.
Well, how did he stop that? That's just unbelievable.
Given away by Chelsea. Oyarzabal. David Raum. Harry Kewell. Composed and patient passing. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Raum. Now, options are plenty. And this could be the equaliser. He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one. Dembele. Is it going to be? And Chelsea have done it! It's going to be so difficult to stop them now.
Well, here's the replay, and it all starts off with that cross into the box, just begging for a teammate to get on the end of it. And the movement is good, making for a comfortable finish. It's a really great goal.
So 2-0 now. 10 minutes to go then. Palmer. And look at this! They've got themselves back into it. A lifeline in this game, and this could be a dramatic finale.
Well, I have to say, that's a good finish. He knew exactly what he wanted to do there. He's just passed it into the corner. That's a nice goal.
So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the score. And that is the final whistle. The big headline here, PSG lose.
Well, Derek, certainly not their best performance, was it? Just a little bit off the pace for me, and obviously a disappointing result. But the key thing is they bounce back now, and they can't afford a repeat performance.
And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. I'm Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and alongside me at the microphone is Stuart Robson. And we can't wait for this one to start with justifiable cause. It is Chelsea up against Portugal.
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and two coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
Veron. Dembele. And the flag does go up. Must have been tight. Rodrigo de Paul. George Best. And Messi! Corner awarded. And a goal to give them the lead. They have their reward.
Well, here's the replay, and what a well-delivered cross this is. Perfectly placed, and it ends up with a fairly simple finish. Certainly not much the goalkeeper can do about that.
So the match has restarted. 1-0 here. Stoichkov. He's in with a chance. Well, it's all going so swimmingly for them here. Another goal. And now it's a matter of avoiding any silly mistakes.
Well, just look at this again. He's so hard to knock off the ball once he gets going. Of course the defending could be better, but that's a great individual goal.
So back underway with the scoreline standing at 2-0. Stoichkov. And he's in. And it's got to be. And there it is! 3 goals in front now. An immense performance.
Well, here we can see just how good this goal is. It has everything. Skill, pace and power. There was no stopping him there.
So back in action. It's been all Portugal so far. You sense there could be extra punishment in store. So a goal kick here. Nesta. Veron. Stoichkov on the ball. And going for pure power from a long way out.
Well, it surprised everybody, including me, but it's a decent strike, you have to say.
Veron. Dembele. Now with Messi. Dembele on the ball. Oh, surely! A goal! An exceptional performance, this. 4 to the good now.
Well, here's another look, and you can see what a good finish this is. He holds off the defender brilliantly and keeps his composure. That's a great goal.
So underway again here, and it's going to take a colossal effort if they have designs on bouncing back. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. So back with the action here, and Portugal very much bossing the game. Will there be a response in the second 45? Lionel Messi. Decent effort there.
Well, he has such good technique. He really did hit that well. He certainly came close there.
Dembele. Well, he tried in vain to get himself back onside.
Well, he needs to show greater awareness there and hold on to the ball a fraction longer.
This is very rare indeed. 3 substitutes coming on at the same time. Andrea Pirlo. Gervinho. Dembele. Very quick thinking there. 30 minutes left for play. Rivaldo. Smuggled away. Bellingham. Andrea Pirlo. And Bellingham. Gervinho. Happy to pass the ball, but remaining patient. Can he? And a goal! He's put it away! A celebratory moment!
Well, as we see it again, he was never going to miss that, was he? That's a really simple finish in the end.
Goals in plentiful supply. 4-1 currently. Kaká. Just 15 minutes remaining. Can he find the right pass? And take it away. Almost at full time, and I'll tell you what, playing away from their home patch has been a pleasant experience for them, Stuart.
Well, what an excellent performance this has been. They've had complete control for most of the game. Their movement, clever passing and energy have been a joy to watch. It's been a really good win for them.
And that'll be a Chelsea ball. Kaut. Bellingham. And the referee says that will do it. It is a win for Portugal, just what they were hoping for. Your overall assessment?
Well, Derek, what a good performance that was. They did most things right, and their attacking play was inventive and had a real cutting edge. That was a really dominant display from them today.
Hello and welcome, and I can tell you it was a dry walk to the gantry today, no rain in sight. I'm Derek Ray, perched here on the commentary gantry, and sitting alongside me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson. And everyone here on tenterhooks, you'd have to say with good reason. It is Manchester City taking on Chelsea.
Well, thanks, Derek, as always. The scene is set, two good teams, a great playing surface, and a vibrant atmosphere. It has all the ingredients for a really exciting game.
Pedri. It's a promising City move. Looking for the final pass. No panic, just passing. Not away completely. And the move breaks down. And he's made headway. Danger averted for now. Kylian Mbappe. On to Olise. On to Pedri. Olise. Now, who can he play it to? Kylian Mbappe. And there it is, 1-0. Their efforts have been rewarded. And look at the celebrations.
Well, here it is again, and what a perfect cross into the box this is. Just inviting someone to attack it, and then it's a brilliant header by Mbappe. He really attacks the ball and makes just the right contact. That's a superb finish.
Back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Well, slightly off target, and that'll be a throw-in. Mensch. Pedri. Pedri. On to Mensch, showing patience as well as persistence in the build-up. And he's out. Oh, touched onto the woodwork. Real chance. Well, a classic example of how to intercept. So nearing the break, he's in with a chance. Oh, might yet do it. Well, it's gone in. A goal for Chelsea, who now are level.
Well, here's another look, and you can see what a good finish this is. He holds off the defender brilliantly and keeps his composure. That's a great goal.
So, a level contest, 1-1. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. And so the second half gets underway. Almost a case of the two teams saying to each other, whatever you can do, I can do just as well. And a corner coming up for Chelsea. Can they make good use of it? Well, smuggled behind for another corner. And clears the danger. And they need to get tighter here. Well, he almost nodded that one in. Koundé. Pedri. Michael Olise. Mbappe with it. Fuller. Keeping the ball moving. And taking it without any trouble at all. Pedri. Mbappe. On to Pedri. Michael Olise. Oh, from miles out, he's done it! How about that for a pure strike? Terrific technique. Wondrous.
Well, here it is again, and wow, just take a look at this. He's absolutely nailed this one. What a strike that is from distance.
And Manchester City will go to their bench. Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. Just 10 minutes to go. Federico Di Marco. The clock is not on Chelsea's side, but it's not over for them. Well, from that sort of range, he really should be testing the keeper. No wonder he's frustrated with himself. Ricardo Carvalho. On to Pedri. Fuller. Mbappe with it. Now with Fuller. Fuller! And a goal! They lead by 2 now. And that allows them to breathe a bit more easily.
Well, as you can see, he hits this with so much power, but just look at the follow-through. So athletic. That's a dynamic strike.
And the referee signals that this game is officially over. And disappointment for Chelsea, you've got to say. Nothing for them from this game.
They weren't at their best today, both as individuals and as a team. And they didn't deserve anything from the game. Need a much better display next time out.
Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. I'm Derek Ray, and delighted to have Stuart Robson sharing commentary duties with me. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. It's the Netherlands taking on Chelsea.
Yes, thanks as always. We've got two good teams here, so I'm anticipating a really good game. The atmosphere is electric inside the stadium before kick-off, and hopefully we're not disappointed.
So here we go, an exciting 90 minutes in prospect. Vinicius Junior. Iran! In it goes, an early goal, no wonder they're celebrating.
Well, as you can see, this is a wonderful strike. He makes the perfect connection, and he has so much pace on it. It's a great goal.
And the ball moving again. What sort of... Jude Bellingham. Oh, surely. Oh, now that is an excellent save. The clearance wasn't decisive. Well, hit on the volley. Terrific strike.
Well, it's a very difficult technique, but I actually think he should be scoring there.
Gianluca Zambrotta. Giorgio Chiellini. Johan Cruyff. Ribéry. And the emphasis is on creativity. Charlton! Well, it's all going so swimmingly for them here. Another goal. And now it's a matter of avoiding any silly mistakes.
Well, here it is again. He's alive to the situation. He makes good contact with the ball and he keeps it down. That's a nice-headed goal.
So the ball rolling again at 2-0. Dembele. Now with Kuyt. Now with Zambrotta. Dirk Kuyt. This is looking threatening. Can he get one back? There it is! A goal to reduce the arrears and give them hope that they can turn this round.
Well, here you can see it again. Good run, great strength and a composed finish under pressure. That's a top-class goal.
Well, back underway as we reflect on the goal that's made it 2-1. Hierro. Vinicius Junior. Charlton. Cruyff. He's got to score! And a goal to really bolster things for them. 2 in front.
Well, as you can see, he doesn't mess about here, does he? He's strong, well-balanced and skillful. That's a top-class finish.
So the ball is moving again. We've been treated to 4 goals. 3-1 the score. And Chelsea get the decision from the referee. And he clears the danger. Charlton! Oh, he's through here. In it goes! A 3-goal cushion. This is astonishing stuff.
Well, as you can see, he's just placed that beyond the keeper. That's a very good finish.
So the whistle then. We're up the halfway stage in this match. Well, away they go again, and there can be no denying it. A huge gulf between the teams in the first half. Will we see a response from Chelsea in the second 45? Not a poor touch and unable to keep it in play. Throw in to come. A throw has been given. Vinicius Junior. Ribéry. Well, a really good run. Andrea Pirlo. Well, we're into the final half hour. Good work from the Netherlands to win back possession. Franck Ribéry. Well, still a chance! And that will be a corner. He can't hold on to it. And in at the second time of asking. Just what was required.
Well, as you can see, the first save is a good one, but they can't react quickly enough to the second ball. The keeper's a bit unlucky, really.
A glut of goals. 5-1 it is. Dembele. Into the final 20 minutes. Federico Di Marco. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Can he finish? Well, nothing comes of it. Goalkeeper's ball. Ribery. An impressive run. Vinicius. Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of that performance.
Well, here it is. Head down, hit through the ball, and get it on target. That's a top-class finish. There was no stopping that.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Gervinho. Andrea Pirlo. Not a particularly strong challenge. Dirk Kuyt. So the final whistle, and Chelsea take nothing at all from this fixture. What did you make of it?
You're absolutely right. While the result is poor, the display was even worse. They never got to grips with the opposition. They were second best in every facet of the game. They need to do a lot of improving before the next time out.
Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. My name is Derek Ray, and I'm joined for commentary by the former Arsenal and West Ham player Stuart Robson. And with the atmosphere really building up nicely, we should be in for a terrific contest. What are you expecting?
Well, Derek, as is always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
Well, mopping up defensively. And a goal! That is a very bright start. Perfect way to open.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just watch his technique here. He just hits through the back of the ball with such power. There's no stopping that.
So the match has restarted. 1-0 here. Kluivert. Gianluca Zambrotta. Kuyt. Dembele on the ball. Could be. Oh, that is a majestic goal. Volleyed home with precision and style. Superbly done.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a really inviting ball played into the box, begging players to attack it, and Dembele gets that little bit of space in the box to finish it really well. That's a very good goal.
So underway again, and a 2-0 advantage here. Kuyt. And the ball is with Girassi. He has teammates around him, but the danger averted for now. And nothing comes of that attack. Kuyt. A decent effort, but the keeper read it all the way. Amir Rahmani. Kuyt. Bellingham. Dirk Kuyt. Played over the top towards Ousmane Dembele. And an astute piece of defending. Kluivert. Dembele. Now with Bellingham. Count! And there it is, the half-time whistle. So the referee's whistle, and into the second act of the drama. Hadji. Well, good run this. Now what can he do with it? Splendid tackle, and a throw-in coming up. Count. Can he get one back? In it goes! To alter the arithmetic and give them hope that they can turn this round.
Well, just look at this again. He's so hard to knock off the ball once he gets going. Of course the defending could be better, but that's a great individual goal.
So there we have it, 2-1. Bellingham. 30 minutes to go then. Patrick Kluivert. Dembele. Gervinho has it. Oh, what an opportunity. And that is really assured goalkeeping. Dirk Kuyt. Can they create something from here? Appear to be in two minds. Oh, and it goes! Now they're level. Who saw this coming? Incredible!
Well, here it is again. He hits this so sweetly, doesn't he? That's a brilliant goal from a top-class player.
So back underway, dead level, 2-2. Zambrotta. And Chelsea still knocking on the door. Can he put them in front? Oh, they've done it! They forged ahead, and it might be the goal that gives them victory.
Well, as you can see, this is absolutely brilliant. He's such a good runner with the ball, and it's a great individual goal. Brilliant from him.
So they get the ball moving again, knowing that it truly is a race against the clock. Well, we've entered the final 5 minutes. Can he find the right pass? And that will be all for this game anyway, and defeat for the visitors, much to the disappointment of their supporters.
Well, I thought it was a really intense game. Lots of quality, lots of good individual displays. In the end, though, they won't be happy with the defeat, nor the manner of it, conceding so late on.